We're also wanting to mobilise the thoracic spine. So I know that Draw has shown you to bring the heel of your hand onto the thoracic spine and to use that to move in and out and actually mobilise that area, yes? Now you can tuck your elbow in if you want to and use your hips as an actual motivating movement.
So you're in the centre.
Is that the word?
You're in the centre.
I'm in the centre.
So
actually this V here is lying on, I can show you here. So I'm not on the spine as such, if you see what I mean. And I'm taking the pressure off this part. So I'm not aiming to put a lot of pressure onto the spine itself.
So is this
I'm actually kind of like that. So can you see the V acts as a softening around the spinal process? So there's nothing on the spine. This doesn't feel uncomfortable, does it? But that way I can actually really help mobilise the spine.
Is this good for respiratory?
And I can go this side of that. I can go on the erectors as well.
Is it good for respiratory mobilisation?
Anything that mobilises that thoracic spine is going to help. Now, when wouldn't you do that?
Osteoporosis.
Yeah. Exactly. Anything where you're in any doubt as to the structure of the spine itself. So you need to be a little bit careful if you're at all unsure about things like arthritis, things like rheumatoid arthritis. But if you're unsure, then don't. And don't forget that people who are kyphosed are very stuck in this area. So we've got beautiful movement here with Debs. You won't get that with a lot of people. So you'll be gently oscillating to see if you can get a little bit of movement. You see how I'm using her shoulder as well? See, if we
technique at one time then?
Sort of, yeah. So what I can do is use her shoulder to just get her back mobilising a little bit. Okay. Now what we then did, so I'm going to do a lot of that, but what we then did was take her arm, let go of the arm a bit, that's it. I'm going to take her arm up here, and with the lovely oscillating movements. Do you remember we take it to the point of stretch? See, this is nice and relaxed, but if I just go backwards and forwards here, where is the movement? We're using the movement through the shoulder onto the rib cage. The rib cage attaches on, connects through the joints to the spine, so I can move the whole area this way as well. Yeah? And if you just do stretches here, see how that opens up the thoracic cage? You remember how the thoracic cage works when you breathe? What does it do when you breathe in? Do you remember what the ribs do? It comes up and out, right? And then when you expire, the ribs go down and in. So we can actually use the body to get that up, out, in, back, mobilisation on the thoracic cage. Okay?
Guys, another quick question. So we were talking about the cross syndrome.
What is it? Cross?
Upper
cross syndrome.
If you've got someone who's got quite a serious kyphosis at the top, can you do that? The move you're just doing.
As long as they haven't got any pathology there, I
So
think that's the thing. If somebody's just become stiffened because of posture, that's one thing. They've got underlying pathologies like osteoporosis or arthritis, then we need to be very careful. If they're elderly, like we said earlier, if you've got an elderly client, you need to be much more careful with this stuff. Okay? So we can stretch in all sorts of ways. And what I did earlier, if you